you not entertained?
Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to another movie review tonight. We're seeing Gladiator 2 in IMAX. IMAX, yeah. So if you're new, we do movie reviews here and there, mainly focus on music, entertainment type aspect. Consider subscribing. So Gladiator 2, this is the pre-phase before we watch. We're going to talk about Gladiator 1 spoilers. Guaranteed watch it, and then come back and let's discuss first and second film. So there will be Gladiator 1 spoilers first. It's pretty obvious. Who's seen Gladiator 1?
I rewatched it recently,
Yeah.
Seen it?
Iconic film.
Yeah.
100% worthy watch. We'll do a little mini review. 8 out of 10, solid 8, close to a 9.
Yeah, for me it was a 9.5.
Probably 9 out of 10. It was real good.
Yeah, solid film. So who saw the trailer for Gladiator 2?
I saw it. Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, in the movie theater they played all the time. I had to see it.
And I'd say, you know, well, I guess it got us here right now, and we're about to go see it. So the trailer definitely spoke words, but I didn't see it. But previous films I have seen, the previews that play right in front of you. So I did see that. Seen the first film. Well, mainly Abel here told me about we got to see Gladiator 2. So I never saw the first one. Saw the first one, and then here we are. So that's why I'm coming to see it. Didn't see the trailer though, just previews. Why we want to watch this, that's also pretty obvious. First film was good, but the second one, we'll see. I got something else to say, but pretty much why we want to see it, because we saw the first one, and look, we want to see this second one. And then extra thoughts before going in. Any thoughts?
No, I just hope it's a really good movie, and we'll see how it goes.
Usually sequels, they say sequels aren't good, but
yeah.
I feel like this one will be. It will live up to the hype.
When it comes to gaming, usually 2 is better than 1. Both movies, it's usually 1 better than 2. I do want to throw a little extra thought. This is giving me vibes. You know, in the past, it was all about cameos and stuff with the Spider-Verse, and a lot of people in the Flash. Yeah, let's bring back old characters. Yeah, nostalgia factor. This one is a new category, and this made me thinking of Beetlejuice, because you had the classic Beetlejuice, and then Beetlejuice 2. Now we have Gladiator was a classic. Hey, let's make another from the classic. So I think they're taking classics and making a part 2 or another part. So I hope this isn't a cash grab, but we'll see. Because after Gladiator 1, what can you continue off of? The only thing I think of is that little kid.
Yeah. Wasn't the princess like pregnant at the end? Like,
Possibly.
Wasn't she gonna have Maximus' kid?
Yeah, so that could be a factor. I'm pretty sure it'll be explained in Gladiator 2. I just want to throw that out there. A little could be cash grab, but this is honestly kind of welcomed, so we'll see how it plays. Big actors to watch: Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal. I don't know who this is.
He's been in a couple of projects. He was in Normal People. The Hulu show was pretty good. He was in a movie called After Sun, which is pretty good. And then supposedly he's gonna star in the new Beatles biopic.
Oh, okay.
So
Pedro pretty big. Another big one, Denzel Washington, is in this one. Others I don't know, but could be new, good talent. So we'll see how that goes out. So now, prediction score before we walk into the theater and see this film. You guys go and go first. What's your prediction? What do you think you're gonna walk out with out of 10?
I'm hoping it's as good as the first one, but I'm probably expecting a little bit worse, like an 8 out of 10, hopefully.
Okay.
yeah, I'm in the same boat. Hoping for an 8.5. That's what I'm hoping for.
Hoping solid 8, just like the first film. Will it top the first? I don't think so, but 8. But with my 9's got to have a good replayability. This is a 9 right here. Breakfast Club. That's just me. I like replayability. You got to have a good replayability, rewatchability for a 9. Personally, in my book. Gladiator 1, maybe it has to grow on me. It was just a solid, good film. Well, this one, you know, we'll see. We'll have to see. So this is pre-phase before we see Gladiator 2. We'll be back after we see Gladiator 2. Alright guys, we just came back from seeing Gladiator 2. Let's dive in and dissect this review. So first off, the crowd type. They clapped at the end. I was telling Abel here, it's kind of memey how people clap. It reminded me when people land the plane and they clap like that. It's like, huh? What do you guys think of that? Clappers.
I mean, cool.
Feels like Endgame or something that ended a trilogy maybe. With this one,
He's gotta appreciate, gotta appreciate good film.
I guess it shows they like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
I don't clap.
Yeah. The guys, I don't know, I see it kind of cringe. That's just me. We had pointers, or at least the couple next to me. I think when first time on screen, the big actor showed up, like they pointed. And then overall, just general crowd type. Next up, so the story / want to know. I want to know if a second film was needed, or did it make sense to have this second film? How you guys feel about that?
I mean, it wasn't needed, I don't think. But it continues the story in a good way, I think.
What do you think, Chris?
It does continue the story. I think you said it before that before we went to watch it that it would follow the sun.
Yep, I was gonna say that.
I wasn't really expecting that. I wasn't really expecting anything like what the story would be. I didn't think it'd be related to the first one, but it does follow the story.
I think it said at the start, 16 years after
Yes,
Maximus died. Okay, I hope I'll just remember this. I was thinking of something at the end, but same thing. I think it is, like I said earlier, Beetlejuice classic, and then let's make a second Gladiator. Hey, let's make a second. So it's kind of like extra, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't totally terrible.
Kind of about the story, I kind of feel like it's the exact same thing as the first one.
Yeah, some mix-ups.
Yeah.
Very little mix-up. Yeah, pretty much.
He's pretty much his father, Maximus. Like he plays the same role as him.
Revenge story
He
type.
is the Gladiator. I don't know.
But the start, I will say the start was pretty cool. It pretty much recapped the first film in a beautiful watercolor-esque.
Yeah,
That was very cool. And we'll talk about acting. I don't think there's no bad acting.
I would say this. I thought Denzel did good, but his acting sometimes kind of just, off-putting.
I would say,
I mean, I get he's playing more like not comical, but he's more like laid back and loose.
mhm,
But like sometimes it was like he just looked like he was just like
out of line.
not out of line, but he just like I don't know. It's just hard to explain, but
Seemed off having it maybe.
sometimes and just I mean coming from him, I guess, because he usually is kind of more of a serious actor, and him playing that kind of role, a little different.
He's not known as playing as serious characters.
Well, I mean, the movies I usually see him in.
I thought acting. What do you think of the acting, Chris?
I got no complaints.
No complaints. Yeah. It was pretty good. Best actor. Basically, pretty much pick one of the main three.
I think Paul Mescal, the actor that plays Lucius.
Yeah, pretty good. Displays of rage and sadness. I thought you were gonna pick what's his name? They almost have the same last name. What's his name?
Pedro?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, and then Mescal. Kind of throws me off. It's pretty much those two. Denzel again. I kind of share the same thing with him. How seeing him in this film and all that. Favorite characters? There were none that I loved, but there were no. Like we'll talk about the twins. They were kind of the villain, but then it kind of shifted.
Sort of, yeah.
And Denzel's character kind of turned to the mastermind and kind of
the puppets.
used him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
like
liked
no favorites.
Robbie, the guy that was helping Lucius when he was like locked up, like the doctor
The
kind of
doctor
guy.
Oh, the guy gave him opium.
Yep.
And helping his wounds. But no favorite.
He's a
characters.
G, bro. He came through at the end.
That's true. Any favorite characters, Chris?
The animals, I guess.
The animals, yeah. We'll get to that
Yeah.
up in this next one. Favorite scenes. I'll let you guys go first. I got two favorite scenes.
I like the scenes with the animals, the rhino,
Animal fights?
the
Rhino's
sharks.
cool, yeah.
My favorite was with the baboons, actually. I don't know. I think baboons are kind of crazy, so seeing them in the movie,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
they're fighting, it's really wild.
Abel, any favorite scenes?
Yeah, I mean those were good too. Probably the fight between Denzel and Paul Mescal.
Finale.
Yeah.
Final fight.
My favorite scenes. I have to go with Chris. I agree with Chris. The baboon fight. That shit was savage. That shit was violent. I like how the battle tactics. He used the chain and all that. He freaking bit the arm of the baboon. And then later on, those same guys that were fighting, like making fun of him, making monkey sounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then the rhino fight. He had a mastermind trick where he almost does the same thing that Maximus does, where he touches or he gets a bit of the dirt.
He grabs it.
But in this case, he kind of like dust cloud. So I guess the rhino couldn't.
Throws him off.
Yeah, kind of threw the rhino off. He took a bit of a hit, but still the rhino took the big hit where freaking part of its horn freaking
yeah.
clicked off, bucks the rider off, and then they fight, and then probably the most savage kill in the film.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah,
The most savage kill. Where you
Dual knife.
that shit was crazy.
Dual sword.
But I'd say the baboon. I don't know, something about that. That was the most violent, savage kind of smart combat strats that they did. I like the combat in that one. But the Rhino second. The Sharks, I ain't gonna lie. Well, CGI was good, but the Sharks CGI, it was decent. Kind of the lesser of the animals, I would say.
I think some of the CGI for the animals was kind of.
I thought the baboon was fine.
But the sharks was
Yeah.
And then at the end you saw a tiger, and the tiger looked really CGI. And
Tiger.
remember that tiger?
There's real tigers in the first film, so I don't know.
Remember the end towards the end movie was like a second like
In the cage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it kind of looked like really
I don't even
CGI.
remember that part.
I thought.
And then the part where you have the Emperor's head.
Oh yeah, that was like what do they call it? I forgot what they call it. Just a prop. I guess.
But you could tell it's not. It wasn't like.
Come on now.
It didn't really look like him. I mean, honest.
That's true. But they tried to do the best they could.
Yeah, I guess after you die, you go all pale or something. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because it was after death, so kind of get a pass. We'll talk. Any other favorite scenes?
I was gonna agree with you that death scene with the dual sword.
Yeah, that was good.
That was wild.
I include that part with the rhino.
I'll be honest, the opening scene was really good too. When they're attacking.
Oh, the battle.
Oh yeah. First fight.
The opening battle.
That was pretty good too. I guess it goes into the next point. But I'll just say.
One last thing. Probably the only scene that I actually got chills was at the end. The last scene.
We gives the speech.
No. When he's like goes back to the arena after killing Denzel, and he's like, "Father, talk to me, whatever." And he like the sand, and you see like the end shot with that song, the iconic song of the first one. Yeah, that gave me chills.
We'll talk about that at another point. But I guess we'll move on. Scenes. We'll talk. I mean, people come when you come Gladiator, you come on the action. So we'll go action by action. So you have the opener, where the Romans are coming, and they're from Africa. They're trying to defend the homeland.
I think something like that. I don't know.
And our main character it's his wife. She dies. I'll just say it right now. She dies the same death as his mother.
Yeah.
It's his mother
by arrow. Yeah.
And the freaking arrow in the heart. That was crazy.
Is she really dead, the mother?
Yeah. I think so.
Didn't it show like?
No, but like he went and touched like the thing like mother.
Her blood, I think.
I thought
Just of her blood.
I thought it was kind of showing like maybe she's not dead.
I thought so too. Maybe she was
through the heart. Yeah, I guess.
But like, yeah, thing kind of confirmed it.
But she got that first part, opener, pretty good. Boat action, archery, and
the big old cannon. Not cannon.
they had those
with the oil.
Yeah.
And the fumes. It looked good.
Then we move on to baboon scene. That was savage. Then I guess the rhino. Then sharks.
I think sharks. And then the rhino.
Oh, sharks and then the rhino?
I thought so.
I'm pretty sure it was rhino then sharks.
Rhino sharks.
Then we have I forget what's after that. They didn't use no animal.
Oh, and then he fights like the guy, the emperor.
Oh yeah, that one. Which is a lot of ties.
Not the emperor, the sergeant.
His stepdad.
Pascal, yeah.
There's a lot of ties where we're gonna save Rome, but then now we can't save Rome, and oh yeah, don't kill me, I'm your father, and a whole bunch of ties. I kind of like that. If we're still doing the whole big fight scenes, Pedro fight, then something I don't know. None that are too memorable. But there's about 2 or 3, and then you almost get a big one at the end. But I kind of like it. Gives me Fallout New Vegas vibes if you ever played it, or Speech, or if you played Fallout or Skyrim. How if you have 100 speech, he kind of pulls that off at the end. He gives a big speech like let's make that dream come true once more. Let's try again. And then boom, he just ended the war right there. Which I feel like there's some people who probably got pissed. Like I wanted to see a freaking all-out war or some shit like that. But I thought it was a cool ending touch. Okay, next point. Better than the first film?
Well,
I say no.
I feel like they were the same, but yeah, since I felt they were the same, I'm gonna just go with the first one.
Same here, first one. But second one had better action, for sure. But if you want good story, the first one, guaranteed. And speaking of stories, all stories come to an end, and that's the next point, the ending. Does kill off Denzel Washington, who I thought he was gonna behead him, but no, he kind of arm off,
or the hand,
stomach, and probably drown a bit. But ending, what do you guys think of the ending? I thought it was a little quick at the end, but what was the deal? He was just, Father, speak to me. Yeah. Cut to that scene. I don't really. I was kind of.
You see his hand like grazing like the wheat
Maximus's hand.
The barley. Yeah.
So I don't. What does that mean? Did he vision that? Maybe.
I guess. I mean, he's not dead, obviously. I mean, not like the first one, where he dies and then that happens. But.
So what do you guys think of the ending?
This is a happy ending.
Did you think main character was gonna die?
No, not after the mom died.
I was like, kind of 50-50.
After they killed the mom, like, okay, he's gonna survive.
Homeboy almost died, but Maximus's chest plate kind of helped. He
got stuff like
a couple times, but Maximus kind of in a way there to protect him, and he lives.
Is that plot armor? Or?
Yeah, literally plot armor. But now we think so. With this ending, he survives. Let's make Rome. Let's make Maximus's dream for real. And then no end credits. We stayed, but this is open up for Gladiator 3.
Nah.
And if they tried, what can you do? I guess the whole plan fails again or something. I don't know. But I hope they end it off here. You don't really need the second, but
nice.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. I kind of want to backpedal to the twins. What do you think of the twins? I thought they were the main villains. They kind of were. Then Homeboy masterminded and shifted it. He took over the power.
I kind of liked it that Denzel was pulling the strings the whole time, kind of almost.
Oh, I want to say something. I have it on my mind. Another fight I'll put up there with the baboon and rhino. You guys kind of want to guess? Kind of in the beginning, beginning.
When he fought that one dude at the
dinner.
Yeah,
that was actually kind of sick. And he got some WWE action. It was really
rock bottom or whatever.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy. How did that guy die? Or I think he just
he stabbed him.
But there was some freaking WWE action, and that show was nice. That was another good fight. I put that in the fave scenes top 3.
Top 3.
Yep. So ending Gladiator 3. I mean, from us, we've seen the first. Now we saw the second. I think we could speak for everyone where not really needed. We don't really need it. Any tropes, negatives? In fact, there's a bit, and there's like a Cinecritic, if that's his name, with the sin counter. He calls the sins of every, or he calls out tropes in every whole bunch of films. I feel like he would pick apart this one.
I would say one thing, the whole fact that he like forgave his mom or whatever. Like one scene he's like telling her, "Get out of my cage," and the next scene we see her like, "I don't want to lose you again."
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say maybe when he didn't really forgive her, he kind of did, because he knows that's his mom, and I don't know. I feel like the whole time he kind of just wanted to be with her. I'm not sure.
Like even like him like kind of forgetting Pedro Pascal's character after killing his wife.
Yeah, I don't know about that part actually. But...
Well, those are tropes. Any other tropes?
I mean, you can just say plot armor if you want, because like, there's like
him surviving. Main character,
I guess. Like there's a lot of times where he like just a bunch of arrows be raining and like him just like
that's true,
walking around or running around like nothing.
That's true. Well, we'll do a little mini review. Would you buy it on DVD or Blu-ray? Would you own this?
No.
What about you, Chris?
No, I don't even own the first one.
If this came on a streaming platform, would you rewatch it?
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly in the future. In the very future.
I'd probably skip it. I'll rewatch the first one. Heck yeah.
I feel like if you rewatch the first one, probably might as well rewatch the second one.
Yeah.
Like right after.
Worth another ticket? No.
Oh, come on now.
That one's usually never a no. And then buy merch towards the film. That's another no. But we did see a couple people with the Gladiator popcorn bucket. If you ever saw that, saw a couple people with that, and they've been kind of up in the game when it comes to popcorn buckets. Venom, Alien,
the Dune one.
Dune.
The Wolverine one, bro.
What was that one?
Yeah.
Wasn't it just like his head?
That was like a
in Deadpool.
one.
I think so.
That was pretty cool. They've been stepping up the game with the popcorn buckets. All right, anything to talk before we talk about scores? Final thoughts? But what about callbacks or cameos? I think just callbacks when he grabs the dirt. His armor being there, his grave. I almost thought at the end he was gonna dig up two little statues that the first dude, one of the first characters in the first film, that he buried under. Almost thought he went to that same spot and was gonna dig it.
Imagine.
I remember towards the end when he was like giving that speech out to like the other like fighters,
sides.
guardians.
Yeah.
It's literally the same speech that he gave Maximus.
gave?
Yeah, in the first one. Not the same one, but like it's basically the same. And, like
Uh-huh.
when he went and he like touched the guy's shoulder, that's what Maximus did. In the first one, I'm pretty sure. So it's like basically just like a callback, or just replicated the speech. In a sense.
If I think of other characters that returned, there were two. One, the lady, the
mom.
mother. Well, I guess the main character too, but he's grown up. And I kind of noticed this. That was not the same child actor, but I guess you kind of had to do something there. Like you couldn't use the same child because that dude was first film was filmed. So I did notice that. But main character, the mother, and do you know the third one? He was supposed to be part of the Senate, the older guy.
Okay.
Yeah, him too. Those are only returning characters. All right, scores. Who would like to go first? I always go last.
I'll go
Final
first.
comments, and then we're gonna review like that.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I like the Emperor.
Before you give your score, go ahead and whichever way you want to go.
Already.
All right. So
If that's in the shot, you give it a thumbs down.
Widescreen.
I'll give it right that. So I'll give it a solid 8. 7.5 to 8. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good sequel. I did have some problems, I guess, with the plot. Sometimes that was kind of just speeding up just to get to a certain plot point. It had some good callbacks. It had some good acting. CGI was kind of wonky at times. I don't know. I got the two twin guys, the emperors. They were cool, I guess, but they kind of just. I mean, I didn't get the same like feel as I did watching the first one with Joaquin Phoenix. This guy, like he was like just a menace and like imposing and yeah. And these guys were sort of like that, but they never got to that kind of level.
Yeah.
So they were okay. Denzel's character, I get he was supposed to be like the little finger of this universe, but like I mean I didn't really love the villains, I guess, in this movie, so that's why I give like around 7.5, 8.
All right, Chris.
I was gonna say 6 or 7.
Oh. Okay, we had a bit of a blackout, but go ahead, Chris, with your review.
So I was gonna say 6 or 7, but
Whoa.
I'm just kind of comparing it to the first one too much, I guess. It is a really good movie. I did like the scenes, the action, but I just really feel like it was too similar to the first one. I'm not gonna say it wasn't needed, but I did enjoy it. I would just say a 7 at least.
So
almost like if there wasn't a first one, if this was the first one, it would be a really good movie, like standalone. Well, I'm not sure.
7. All right. For me, kind of said what we had to say. Bringing it back, I'm doing another topic real quick. The villains, comparison of the villains. Yeah, doesn't even come close to the first villain. Joaquin Phoenix's, I forget his character's name. Commodus?
Yeah, something like that.
Commodus. Yeah, way wild, way better. I guess because the actor. But in this case, with the twins, I think they're kind of crazy. I like the whole thing how Homeboy was the mastermind and he freaking used the twins against each other.
Yeah.
And he was actually the one pulling the strings on those twins. But my score, I'm gonna go with my prediction, 8 out of 10. Kind of low 8. I thought it was still solid, but can't beat the classic. And that's kind of the case with movies. You can never beat the classic. I can't think of anything where, well, in my opinion, Aliens,
Terminator.
the second film, Terminator 2. Yeah, I'll be on that same boat. Dark Knight trilogy, yeah.
Godfather.
Sometimes 2 is better.
Godfather Part 2.
I haven't gotten there yet. But sometimes 2 is better than 1. But in this case,
Evil Dead.
1 was better. Evil Dead. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Kind of a mid, low 8. Don't make a third. There's no reason. There's no reason. My opinion. Well, you made 2, so who cares? I just didn't think you needed it, but 2 out of 10. Or not 2 out of 10. 2 is so that was our score. Now we're gonna do something new, and we're near the end of the year, so this isn't as kind of suspenseful, but this is something new. It's kind of your movie of the year champion. So I'll let you guys go first. I guess if you had a film, it's more intense if we did it at the start, but it's something new we're gonna do.
Yeah.
if you guys want to say your champions. And I guess you have your champion say, does Gladiator 2 beat my champion? No, it does not. So something like that.
I'm trying to remember
Like-
movies even came out this year.
Yeah, like
All
any
different.
movies
It has to be this year.
this year.
So I'll say mine. Does he kind of got it? He got it. Does Gladiator 2 top my champion? Which my champion's Dune Part 2.
Oh, dude.
Nah, Dune is still top. I think there's like only one film I want to see this year. Dune Part 2 is my champion for 2024 movie of the year. What about you guys' champion?
I'm trying to think of movies that I saw in theaters.
Or it could be just film that dropped this year. Probably gotta think.
I mean, is it better for me?
You could shoot like 3 and
I like Dune, right? And the better than Dune? No, it's not a better sequel than Dune. So I'm trying to think of other examples.
But you, Chris?
I can only think of Dune. I wouldn't even think of Dune until you said it, but
It's
Dune
crazy,
and
actually.
Alien,
Yeah, it's crazy that Dune actually dropped this year. I feel like it was so long ago.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I enjoyed Dune 2 and Alien Romulus more than Gladiator 2.
Yeah, facts. So between those two, is one of those is his champion.
Yeah.
No set champion. Maybe.
No.
Was better than Trap to that for sure.
Oh yeah, we saw Trap. That was. You can see our review of that. Even in the title, it kind of, or the thumbnail, it gives you a hint what we thought about that one. But yeah, man, I don't know if you'll see the same crew here for. I think I'm going solo on Nostromo, which that's next topic. Future movies. Nosferatu. I don't know. 1920 is the original Nostromo, so it's kind of a remaster of that. That was in the 1920s. You've probably seen the picture of that classic vampire-looking dude. I think in SpongeBob they use that same. In one of the episodes they use that vampire. But it's kind of a remaster or kind of a remake or a new. Bring it to the new year. You know, technology has advanced, so they make a new one. But that's the one I want to see. William Dafoe, I think Henry Cavill as well. I think it'd be good. I thought the preview kind of sold me. It was just a preview in theaters. But that's future movies that personally it's on our radar. Probably mainly just me. But next year, 2025, Mission Impossible. There's a whole bunch. So 2025 probably be more stacked than this year. And we'll start this new champion thing. It'll be more intense, you know. Seeing a movie, does this top your champion? Yes, it does, or no, it doesn't. So, Gladiator 2, we seen it. That's our review. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. See you in the future videos to come. Peace out.